Hello everyone and welcome back to our blind Let's Play of Phoenix Wright is Eternity Trials and Tribulations. My name is FlightlessBird and this is your story-based gaming channel, and today we are going to try to get down to the bottom of this case, which is, in my opinion, very similar to the first case of the game, where Mia were basically thrown right into the case and there was no previous investigations. We have very little evidence to go on. Yeah, it just seems really, really strange. A bunch of amazing people posted in our comment section last video talking about Diego Armando, talking about the fact that Phoenix seems to be in a hospital bed, which is pretty interesting, amongst other things. So, what I highly recommend is, if you're interested in reading some of the amazing things that others have said, to go read it, you know, in our previous video. And don't forget to give the commenters likes for their amazing just awareness, depth of knowledge, and overall just being super helpful, because you guys are super helpful. And part of the thing about doing a case over, you know, a month or two is it's very easy to forget something that you saw in like case 1 and case 2. I'll just admit to that. It's not easy to, you know, try to remember everything that's happened. So I really do appreciate all the comments and all the help. But anyway, I've been rambling, not ranting. I've been rambling for far too long. Let's get started with this case again, shall we? Oh yes, that's exactly right. Yes, it is. The other day, I fell in a muddy street, and my gorgeous player beard was befouled. I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. Yeah, that's, I think that is something that I did say, wasn't it? That there wouldn't necessarily be mud on a bridge. It's kind of sad that it's Edgeworth and I thinking on the same page today. If Your Honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, your glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet, but not muddy. Aw, look at Edgeworth trying to suck up. Fortunately, I have yet to test it. Still, your point is well taken. Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day? The surface of the bridge? Huh. Ha! A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this. Neither would a real woman. Of course I can. Oh, the exclamative dots. Here is the evidence that proves the surface of the bridge was muddy. Alright, the only thing I can think about this is the thing that's blatantly obvious. Which is this. Because this was found on the bridge. And it does look muddied. Therefore, this is the only thing that could possibly tell us that the surface was muddy. The music didn't stop. Oh, okay, good. Woo! Normally music stops when you get something right. The evidence is this scarf. Ugh. It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud. No, I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo. Hey, watch who you're talking to, Edgeworth. Hey, same to you, buddy. Miss Faye's assertion makes perfect sense to me. I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction? Huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation of this case may be, shall we? Alright. It's not like he's really giving me a choice here. Ha! You're doing pretty well for a little kitten. Mr. Armando. No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that she stated that she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence. It's one of those three. I think the false evidence is this picture. I think it's this picture. Because how does he push her down and stab her in the back if she's facing him? That's what I think it is. It could be the testimony as well, though. There could be multiple false evidences. What you said just now, I'm not sure I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over there that said it. This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court. Oh, the exclamated dots. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as if the scam that it really is. Yes. The false evidence in the case is the... Alright, let's go ahead and drop save here so we can do the other incorrect answers first. So which one is the correct answer? I think it's the witness's testimony. What was the witness's testimony? We don't have a transcript of it. But I don't think it's a photo. I think the photo shows exactly what happened. So it's the witness's testimony that's wrong. About the photo that the prosecution claims was taken by the witness. It certainly seems to show a man in prison uniform and a woman in a coat. However, we can't tell any more than that from the photo. Are you saying that people in the photo may not be the victim and the defendant? Well, that's certainly a possibility. So perhaps it was another prisoner and policewoman? I admit, people have their quirks. Perhaps they were part of a role-playing group. Well, I suppose that's also possible, I guess. You messed up again, kitten. Mr. Armando. There should be something else that's even more suspicious. Now, think the whole thing over again. From this point on, Miss Faye, I will penalize you for making unsubstantiated accusations. Don't do it, Mia. Don't cry until you get home. In any case, this court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him, Your Honor. Okay, that's the same. The body in the trunk. The victim really did try to repel her killer, and if she did fall down on the bridge, then you would expect her coat to be dirty. Therefore, the body that was found in the trunk of the car, it was not the body of Valerie Hawthorne. Okay. That's a little bit of a stretch even for me. Is that actually the answer? What do you have to say to that, Mr. Edgeworth? Objection. Not only a whisper, but he mixed in a sigh, too. Valerie Hawthorne was more than a simple meter maid. She was a sergeant. There is absolutely no chance that a mistake about her identity could be made. I guess he's right. From this point on, Miss Faye, I'll penalize you for making unsubstantiated accusations. Alright, so it is exactly what I thought it was. It is the testimony that's wrong. Good. It is a no-brainer. Obviously, it's a witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Exactly. But in the picture, they're facing each other. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Well, yeah. I mean, that's what the witness told us. Flick that hair. The testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all. That's true. Ha, it's not just true, it's the to-do. If there was really a truly decisive witness in this case, I am certain that boy wonder over there would have called them in the first place. Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all the dots. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. All the questionable dots? Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Well, very well. Please bring forth the witness at this time. What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Well, now, let's proceed with the testimony. Miss Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. Prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes. This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. Witness, what is your name and occupation? Oh God, I know who this is going to be. Brace yourselves, my friends. What? That's Dahlia. That's not Lada. Oh, the dots. Oh, the stunning dots. Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double-double and a dozen donut hoops. Okay. You know, Your Honor, I will say that that's my line. How dare you, Canadian, try to steal my girlfriend? Ha 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 ha. You're not the judge of this case. This is my girl now. I can just see them arguing back and forth over this girl. I knew I recognized Dahlia from somewhere. I just feel like I want to hurry up and hand out a verdict just to have a bite. Well, that's kind of dirty. Hey, not so fast. Oh, the sign dots. As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. It's also about a year since she was put away for trying to poison a prosecutor, and the person she tried to poison was a certain someone. Like I said, if you want to find out who it is, and if you don't know, go ahead and read the comment section on the last video. This witness is very sensitive and delicate. It's all beginning to come together now. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Well, yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Faye, you can learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, it sure doesn't act like one to me. Sir? Yes, my dear. This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause. Not at all. It's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, Melissa Foster. Well, that's a lie. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department. You were on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? And you were the one who took this photo? Is that accurate? How can you be so mean? Now, see here. What are you doing? Shoving that in her face like that? Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. Next time, I'll be forced to penalize you. Uh-oh. I don't like this turn this has taken. All the dots. Oh, the questionable dots? Is she staring at me? And you would be? Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Faye. All the dots. I see. So you are... Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. Oh boy. The witness photograph. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then, I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police. By the way, why were they standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here. I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs. I can't see it here. Is it possible at that angle to take this picture with the rock outcropping on the side? I guess it has to be, right? Melissa Foster, age 19, a college student, witnessed and photographed the incident on Dusky Bridge. So, you took the photo from that location, eh? I bought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Oh, that's an adorable camera. Ho ho ho! Ah, what a cute camera! Just like its owner. Camera added to the court record. Melissa Foster took this witness's photo with this, a small but powerful model. Alright then, Miss Faye. Time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, you make the witness cry again, and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. How is it we didn't remember this woman from the first episode? Maybe we did. The witness's photograph. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers. Did you say wild flowers? Yes. The mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wild flowers. But it's only February. Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come. Oh, I know just how you feel. It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in papillae. Really? That's kind of okay. I'm not gonna judge, but okay. Would you mind if we go back to the facts of the case, Your Honor? Yes, I agree. Well, then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Was there anything strange about the two of them? I'm a bad girl. I know I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them, like some kind of peeping Tom. No, not at all. Everyone is like that. I love watching other people fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place. Too much info, Your Honor. In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were. Well, anyway, I was watching them very closely. Suddenly, they just started fighting. Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? Huh? No, I have no idea. Why do you ask that? Oh, I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said. Oh, the dots! Oh, the excellent of, oh no, please don't cry, Dots. I would never eavesdrop. I've got more class than that. Well, that's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. I'm sorry, that doesn't show me a crucial moment. Why did you take a photo? Well, the two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me just kinda took over. Smells like a lie to me. Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on. So you wanted to be a comedian, huh? Not that it has any bearing on this. All I could do was to use my camera. So I took the photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police. And right after that, I called the police. You called the police? Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was trying to escape. We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation. Well, that was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh? If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony. Be careful, kitten. That girl has the judge wrapped right around her little finger. You're going to have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers. You're going to have to come up with something really good, Maya. Alright, should we double press? Or should we try to... figure out evidence? I kind of want to question this.
Objection!
Witness, When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? Yeah, that's not the crucial moment. Exactly. All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testify that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was. But if you really want to capture the crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit.
He can certainly downplay a situation, can't he? I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean.
You ran out of film.
This photo was the last one. What? Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are the witness herself playing among the wild flowers. The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it. So you took the photos of yourself?
I remember taking some photos of myself once too.
Please, no details.
Yeah, I don't want to know. It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all.
Wait, just a minute.
Well, if she had no film left, she could have very well taken more pictures, eh?
Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet.
Very well then. Well, let's get back to the cross-examination. Well, let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk.
Ha! It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wild flowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly, they just started fighting.
Alright, there's actually a lot of information here, even though it seems to be new testimony. So I think I'm just gonna press through everything. So pictures of wildflowers.
Did you say wildflowers? Yes. The mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers. But it's only February. Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come.
Alright, so this is the same as before. Two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Was there anything strange? I'm a bad girl. I'm peeping Tom. Alright, that's the same. Suddenly they just start fighting. Have any idea what they're fighting about? No, why do you ask that?
I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said. Oh, the dots. All the exclamated dots? I would never.
Okay, I would never eavesdrop. Alright, so that's the same as before.
The victim turned around and tried to run away, but... The victim, why do you think she tried to run away? With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal.
This was a large, powerful man with a knife.
If it had been a craggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently. What does craggy mean? By the way, I'm sorry if I sound a little bit stuffy today. I went outside yesterday to drive to work, and the car was full of pollen. So apparently I'm recovering from an illness from 2 weeks ago that still I'm recovering from, and I got pollen that are affecting allergies. So needless to say, yeah, nature resembling a quagmire, marshy and boggy. Resembling a marsh, soggy, soft and flabby. If it hadn't been a craggy woman like you. So basically what he's saying is that she's not very built very well, and he's very well built. So she ran away because she was intimidated by him? Is that what he's saying? It's almost a little sexist there, Edgeworth. You know, I'm really glad you changed over time, because I don't like this version of Edgeworth. Craggy? Why, you... If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river. There's still something wrong with this testimony. She only got about 10 yards away before she was stabbed in the back. So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him? Well, it's a narrow bridge, and it was swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her. Well, that seems to make a lot of sense.
I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off.
Ha! Does it now?
You have a good sixth sense.
When you feel that something's up, that's when you need to figure out why.
If Terry Falls isn't the criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kitten. That girl has a judge wrapped around her little finger. You're going to have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
You're going to have to come up with something really good, Mia.
Alright, what? Huh. One second, all. Sorry about that, all. As soon as I talked about allergies, I had a sneeze, so... put a cut in the video so you don't hear me in the background. No one wants to hear that, you know? Alright, 10 yards. Now, if she turned to run, she would have been running to the right. Away from him, right? And the rock outcropping is to the left. So if she had run to the right, she still would have been in visible range of Melissa. Is her name really Melissa? I could have swore her name was Dahlia before. I'm almost positive this is Dahlia. I'm gonna have to go back and watch my first video, because now I'm not sure. Let's see. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. The whole truth must come out. Huh. If that is Dahlia, then why is she mentioned in the victim's note? So she knew this was gonna happen. Wait. How many feet in a yard? 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 There is, for every 1 yard, it's 3 feet. Alright? I knew this, I knew that measurement had to come into play some way. So if for 3 feet it's 1 yard, that means 5 yards is 15 feet. right? Which means she only got about 10 yards. So that's 30. No, wait. Why do we need feet? Why did I just do that? I didn't know how many feet were in a yard. I don't need to know that. There's 10 yards, right? So 10 yards. Which means there's 2 of these measurements to the side. Now, from the vantage point that she's facing, if there's an outcropping, if there's a rock outcropping to the left middle, then she could have only seen this if they were standing like at the middle of the bridge. If they were to go 10 yards backwards, there's no bridge there. It like falls apart. So there's no way that could have happened, right? Exactly. I knew that had to come into play. I said that yesterday, remember? I said there's something about those 5 yards that's going to come into play. Witness, your testimony is a joke. I just... Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. One short testimony and 2 bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. You say there were 2 contradictions? It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the 2 of them were in the middle of the bridge. Exactly. And you can't even go 5 yards without falling off the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then, she would have hit a dead end. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't even have run 5. Exactly, that's what I just said. I love when the protagonists are on the same page. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side. What does this all mean? It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court. Just a moment, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram. What did you say? What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying? I'm saying that even though the bridge is currently in disrepair, there is no evidence that could prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. That's ridiculous! You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Ha! That guy is good. Huh? What do you mean? He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright? That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy. What? That coward? Well, Miss Faye, it seems once again you made a reckless accusation. Oh, the exclamated dots. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. No. It wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was like that the witness actually saw. Indeed. Alright, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony? But it's so hard to go on. We're all on your side, Mrs. Foster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Alright, running from the crime. Let's do this again. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. Witnessing such violence must have been difficult. Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up. If he accepts this testimony as it is, we are finished. Don't say that. Oh, well, maybe I'll stop up at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte. This trial isn't over yet. Ha. Well, that's what I'd like to hear. Alright, Miss Faye. Your cross-examination, if you would please. Contradiction is staring at you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. Alright, I just gotta find it. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Are you saying the victim didn't fall down the bridge? Actually, maybe she did fall. Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. Look at Edgeworth coming in to save her from that. If that was the case, her code would have been almighty.
Objection!
If you don't mind, I was asking the witness. No need to be so rude. Well, young lady. All the dots. Of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could. Oh, that's how you just say dots. Ha, we're one step too slow. And then, what did the defendant do after that? Well, then he carried her over to the car. You personally witnessed that? Yes. Did anything strange happen when he did that? Well, I don't know if you call it strange or not. But that's when the victim's scarf fell off. You mean, this scarf? Her words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem. I suppose that was the only way to make sure the body stayed hidden. You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Yes. Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult. Yes, but let's remember they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that? Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly. Wow, why did he get so emotional all of a sudden? Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us. He couldn't just leave the body lying on top of the bridge. Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? There is also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. You know those monks? They just love cold, isolated places. I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes. All the dots. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. And you're absolutely certain that was my client who was carrying the body? Oh, the dots. Well, he was wearing a prison uniform, but as for his face...
So you're saying you didn't get a clear look at his face?
Well, they were far away and it was raining as well. I thought it was only supposed to say exactly what I saw.
Excellent. You're a remarkably honest young woman.
Something about this testimony is bothering me, but what?
Hey, kitten.
Have you ever put salt in your coffee? No, why would I?
Why not?
Huh?
It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right?
Oh, the dots.
Listen, my point is, if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, just like a piece of evidence.
He's right, Mia. Go present something. You got nothing to lose.
By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. They too don't go well after all.
Oh, that was great. All right, so what is the contradiction here? Carried her over to the car. Carried her over to the car. How did you see that? I guess that's not it.
Then we don't have a problem, but we do have a penalty.
How did she see him though? Because if you look at the picture, there's no way she could have seen him go to the car. Huh. Let me try it one more time, because maybe I showed the wrong picture. I mean, we do have like 3 pictures here, right? No, okay, so we did do it. That's so strange though, because how did you see that? Alright. That was the only way you could make sure the body stayed hidden. The car trunk was broken. Alright, I guess that's not it either. What is it? Had a timer function. Witness's photo. How could he have picked her up in his arms if he was carrying the chain? No, that's not it. Alright. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. I'm gonna go through hold it's again. Yeah, I'm gonna go through the holds again because I can't see the thing I'm looking at. It did imply heavily that we need to present evidence. So I really think
That was the only way you could make sure the thing was hidden.
Objection!
This evidence establishes the defense is lying, right? Don't ask me to confirm your facts. Sorry, this is my first time on the case. Oh, that wasn't it. I don't really understand. You could just leave the body on top of the bridge. Why couldn't he have? I mean, she talks about the monks, but...
Objection!
What is a contradiction here, my friends? What is it?
Objection!
I've already done this, haven't I? Yeah, I've already done that. It just seems like the most logical thing to do, though.
Objection!
There we go. I used the map on the wrong thing. Okay. I kind of knew what I wanted to say. I just didn't know how to say it. A killer not wanting his victim to be found, I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body was found. Okay, I was totally wrong then. But you know, I got it right either way. I knew there was something wrong about that picture. The way the map was. Oh, the dots. Yeah, the easiest way to do it would be just to kick him in the river, right? Or kick her in the river. What is it? Take another look at the map of the area, you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. I totally forgot about that. Oh. In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. Oh, the dots. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. It's a really good point, Mia. Good job. Order, order, order! I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye. But I must admit, it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river. Oh. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. Ah, how sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. It's quite true. Miss Faye, it seems that you are associates with that merit after all.
Objection!
You go get him, Mia. But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Objection!
Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. Well, that's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Ugh. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who's he talking about? Alright, I'll do my best. So, let's see, what's new? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. Yeah, that was the scratches on the locks. What did the man do then? Well, naturally, he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police. And so that's when you called the police. You're sure that you saw all that with your own eyes? Yes, I'm 100% certain. Again though, how did she see that? Do I have to show the map again?
Objection!
Wow, I have to show the map again? Man, they're really trying to trick you up with this case by having the same evidence used over and over and over again. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Oh, the questionable dots. Done what? Made a crucial mistake.
A crucial mistake, like what, Miss Faye?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes? Yes, and? It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram.
There's no way she could have seen it.
The place you claimed as taken from the photo that day was here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you try to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way.
It's about time we got to that.
Ah. That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. Ah!
I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rocks. However, it isn't so tall that would stop her from seeing the car.
That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. Oh, the exclamative dots. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your own photo tells the whole story.
Yeah, there's a large outcropping to the left. I said that too.
Uh-huh. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge. But the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff.
Ugh.
Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But still, you claim to have been able to see the killer's car. Oh, the exclamation! Oh, the dots! No!
That means she's the one who broke into the car and put the body there. Order in the court. What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo?
Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The facts that the escapee fled on the stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. But she was repeatedly warned about before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes.
Ooh.
Mr. Judge?
What is it?
I think I may have remembered things wrong. Hey, wait a minute. Can't just say that.
Miss Faye, no one on the face of this planet is perfect. Yeah, we're gonna have to. This is a good spot to leave us off at. We've been going for almost an hour. I did have to take like a little tiny break in the middle of the video, but it wasn't more than a couple of minutes. So yeah, we've been going just about an hour. Thank you for everything, my friends. I love you all so very much, and I hope you all having a wonderful day, and I hope you all have a great week. This week is going to be very stressful for me. So keep me in your thoughts. The good news is I do have a mini vacation coming up after this week is over, and I am really looking forward to that. And until next time, so long, and take care.
Thank you for watching this video. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear your thoughts. Please be sure to like and subscribe for more. Also, please do not forget, you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. And you should always remember to be true to yourself. Don't let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly feathered flightless bird. Till next time.